Hey you guys, it's Rachel here with Senza Tempo Cane Corso. So I am here with Preacher and Batista. There is hostility on both ends right now. Normally Preacher's better at really kind of containing himself and behaving himself. But when it comes to Batista, he has just put up with a lot. So anyway, I have Batista on leash right now for multiple reasons. One, I want to be able to control him right now, particularly during this initial phase of these two being around each other again. I also have a muzzle on him, but I don't know how, I have it connected to his collar so that he shouldn't be able to get it off, but nonetheless, I do want to kind of let him fiddle with it a bit and try to get it off before I let him off. And I really just want to get over some of this initial funkiness between these two guys before I let them off, because there is serious hostility here between these guys. Lots of unfinished business. So anyway, Preacher. So he's going to try to play and be a good dog. There we go. And now Batista is trying to get the... Hey, don't do that. Do not rub it on me. He's going to try to get it off. Which I'm fine with. I want him to do that because if he's going to get it off, I want to know now and not while he's off leash. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what he can do with it. And I don't think he should be able to get it off. Usually they can get it off from the base, which is where I have it connected. So he's watching Preacher. Preacher's not watching him. I don't mind that. I like this. This energy is okay. So I'm going to release him. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this stick to kind of serve as my Moses stick, like this. And it's not to beat them with, but it is to make sure they know that I mean business. And to kind of create some separation between them. So Preacher's ignoring. Shh, Batista, back up. Now. Back. Now. So I'm using my pole to create separation here because he wanted to fight with Preacher. That's all that was. Hold on, my stick. I'm going to put this leash down because it's in the way. So it's one of the ways I use this Moses stick is just to create separation. And one of the things that I want to do is I want to bring out other dogs, but I'm going to wait for Savannah to get here first. I wanted to work on these guys. She should be here any minute. And I'll have her slowly start bringing in dogs. So now what I'm doing is I'm removing myself as a separation between them. So I'm going to allow him to smell his junk because that's okay. They need to be able to smell each other in that way. And he's moved away. So that's good. So I don't know if you can tell, but Batista put on a growth spurt. I've told people these dogs are not done growing until they're around 3 years of age. And that is very, very, very true. And so Batista has definitely grown. Oh, yep, there's Savannah. She's here. Yay. She's fixing to be walking up. So Preacher's watching. While we were walking over here, Preacher was trying to be aggressive and I had to kind of send him off, but I couldn't video that for you guys. But you can see here, Preacher's watching him. He peed on the stump. I'm not using an e-collar right now. Not that I don't think that it would apply in this situation. I did see some concern over that, but That's not really why. For me, I just felt like the muzzle and my presence was going to be better. The e-collar I typically use when I'm too far away. So here you've got him peeing over. There's Savannah. Batista. Hey, can you do me a favor? Preacher, come. Preacher! Now. No, I don't want Preacher. Come here, Preacher. Hey, shh. I don't want Preacher approaching the gate. Come here. While Batista's over there and while he's in protection mode, because it's dangerous. Preacher, now. Come here. Now. Now. Batista, leave it. All right. I need a favor. Can you bring me Velocity and Blondie? Preacher, go away. No, they're out.
Where are they?
They're out in the kennels. Yeah. I'm working on these two. What? Okay. Psst, Batista. Leave it. Let me make sure he's not getting it off. Hold on a second. Let me see here. All right, good. We're still good. All right, just got to make sure he doesn't get it off. You're fine. It's not quite the best fitting muzzle, but it's all I have. And, I mean, it fits well enough. It's fine. He's always been a really super hard dog to get a muzzle that fits on. But he's really matured out very well. You can see his structure. He's a really fantastic dog. And it took him literally 3 years to mature. It's ridiculous. He had no rear angulation for the longest time, and now look at it. It's fantastic. So, anyway. He's a big dude too, man. A real big dog. Hopefully maybe you can see the size a little bit. No, Batista. You're a good boy. So I took Batista with me today to Home Depot and Tractor Supply. And poor dog, man. He wanted to be pet so bad. He just wanted to be with people, and everyone was terrified of him. And poor dog. So I reinforced some more of this fence back over here. Blondie! And reinforced that fence. Blondie! Preacher, come! Now, come here. So the reason why I always call Preacher to me is because I know that Preacher is going to listen better. And I don't want them to be too far away from me, because what Batista likes to do is he always likes to cause problems when he's too far away from me to be able to do something about it. But Preacher, come here.
Batista.
Yeah, there it is, see? As soon as we're too far. Good boy, Preacher. Good boy, you handled that well. So now Batista's gonna go check this female out, which is Velocity. We got Blondie here. That's my Mortigan out there screaming at the top of his silly lungs. Blondie's gonna play with him because she's always loved the B-man. That's just her baby daddy. Oh, she's dominating. Ah, Preacher, leave it. Leave it. Shh. See? So Preacher's showing him he's a dominant male. He's got his tail up, his hackles up. He moved his leg so the Batista could better smell him. Stiff-legged, moving away. Communicate, look at that. See the arched up back? Look at him look back at Batista. He looked at him. He's like, I'm a big, strong man. Don't mess with me. I'm the king around here. Look at him arching his back up, tense, eyeballing him, letting him know in every way possible, I'm the man, I'm big, I'm bad, I'm not a punk. Good boy, Preacher. So far, so good. Now, I would not do this without a muzzle. I don't know that I would ever let Batista out here without a muzzle. I'm just going to be honest with you, because he's always going to be looking for the opportunity. Just like right there, I'm using my stick to separate. He's always going to be looking for the opportunity, you know? And that's the thing, right? Is that you can teach a dog not to fight under most circumstances, right? So I could keep him from fighting, like after we do this for a while and he knows, and we've gotten the reason the muzzle is necessary for this part is just he's been away. The aggression is built up for way too long, so there had to be some type of buffer to kind of slowly let this tension dissolve between the two of them safely. So but having said that, Batista is always gonna want to fight. He wants to. Like, that's the thing, is it's not an issue of like everybody behaving themselves and, you know, as long as everybody behaves themselves, da-da-da. No, Batista will literally go and look for a fight. He wants to fight. So, and that's why you can't trust him. You know what I mean? It's because he wants to. And so you're always going to be at risk with him. And for me, I'm just past the point in my life where I want to take those kinds of risks. You know what I mean? And it's not, and the thing is, it's not even my risk to take in the first place. It's the dog's risk. You know what I mean? It's a risk to Preacher. And Preacher is, you know, he's half the age of Batista. Batista is officially in his prime. Preacher's kind of, he's not old, but he's 6 years old. And I'm not going to allow Batista to get the best of him. You know what I mean? Like, even though that's what would naturally happen in the wild, the younger, stronger male would rise up and take the position of the older, aging male. We are not in, you know, that's not our life. You know what I mean? And so this is not a entirely natural pack. It is more of an artificial pack. And so there are elements of it that are very natural, but there are always going to be times when I step in and I prevent a lot of those natural behaviors from taking place, or from escalating to the way that they would normally, if they were left to their own devices. So, but nonetheless, I still think that this is good. And you know, I'll say this. If I'm wrong, if Batista ever gets to the point where I think he can be safely out here with these dogs without a muzzle, then I'll absolutely take it off. But for now, this is what it's going to be. And until I feel that I can have him around my other dogs without risking their safety. So, and some people would say, well, why are you breeding? I know, and I already can hear the questions. Oh, why are you breeding a dog like that? Well, if you care so much about temperament, why are you breeding a dog like that? Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. There is nothing abnormal or wrong about the way that Batista is. He is just an alpha male. And there's nothing in the breeding of dogs that would negate that, particularly within the Corso. You know what I mean? These dogs naturally want to be like Batista. The only difference is that most of them I can manage well enough to keep that from happening. And for a long time I was able to with Batista. But the reality of the situation is that if you have a dog that really wants to do something, getting them to not do it reliably is always going to be difficult. If you have a dog that likes to chase balls, you know, it's always going to be a struggle every time somebody throws a ball for that dog to not want to chase that ball. It doesn't mean it's a bad dog, but you know, that's their thing. And Batista is a super duper dominant male. Preacher, come. Preacher. He's a super duper dominant male. And he wants to dominate. As you can see, he came over. He immediately tried to get in Preacher's face. The only thing he wants to do here is fight Preacher. That's it. Just fight Preacher for his position. That's all he wants to do. He wants to be the number one dog. And everything in his DNA is telling him that he should be the number one dog. He should be the alpha. And when people tell you, I know Cesar Millan talked about that true alpha dogs are extremely rare. Most of the time people think they have an alpha dog, when in reality, they are just a weak leader and the dog has taken up the position of leadership, but they would just as easily give it up to you if you were, you know, the leader. And so the difference is that, you know, Batista is a true alpha. And he always wants to be in that position. And you're always going to be fighting him to keep him down off of your position and off of any other dog's position. And because of the fact that he does not get to be the alpha in this pack, that's a problem. You know, it's very similar to the way Melina is, where Melina, which is Reese's female, was born into a home where there was, she came into the home and there was already an adult alpha female, and then it was her and Katana, and they were near the same age, and they grew up together as peers. And then when the alpha female was rehomed for, she had dysplasia and was not going to make the breeding cut, and she was rehomed, that left Melina and Katana together, and both of them were near the same age and they were peers. And so it created this issue between the two of them where neither of them was truly the alpha, and there was always conflict. And so Kashmir got lucky in the fact that she's a very alpha dog, and there were no other alpha females to challenge her for her position. And so she got to reign unchallenged and supreme, you know, for the most part. And Batista, unfortunately, is not that lucky. He has to live under the rule of Preacher and me and, you know, these other dogs, and he hates that and he resents it. And if he had his way, he would, you know, slaughter his way to the top. I'm just gonna be honest with you. And obviously we're not gonna let him do that because, you know, that's not the way that we do things here. But I will at least say that I do like at least having him out like this. It's nice. It's better than nothing, even though I can tell while watching him that the only thing he cares about is trying to take out Preacher. And that's going to be like, it's how he's always been. You bring him out and the first thing he wants to do is try to target dogs, try to start play, like fake play, so he can get everybody riled up and then try to take somebody out. Like he is he's a hot mess. And for a while it was easier to just keep him put up because of the way he'd become, and it was easy to keep everybody safer that way. But now that I have this enclosed area and he can't get away from me, he can't run around the house, you know, where I can't see him and try to start some trouble where I'm not watching, you know, this is manageable. We can do this. So anyway, but he's doing really well. I was actually really surprised. I was half expecting, or really mostly expecting him to try to jump up and kind of do like a fake fight in a way with him. You know, that I know that Mona and Blondie did that to each other when they were muzzled up. When we were traveling here, we had them in the same vehicle, and we had these muzzles on them, and they tried to fight in the vehicle with the muzzles on. And it's comical at that point because they can't do anything, you know what I mean? But I mean, regardless, it's still not ideal, obviously. So anyway, but this is good. This is a good start. He didn't actually try to start a fight, which is really good. He's definitely being disrespectful. He's definitely cruising for a bruising, as you will, or as you may, but so far he's controlled it, and it's probably because he knows he can't do anything because of the muzzle, and he definitely wants to, but so far so good. So he's a dog that will just try to plot on you. No, you're not gonna rub up on me. No, sir. No, you're a good dog. You're a good boy, Batista. You're a good boy. You're a good baby. You're a good baby boy. You are the baby boy. You're the baby boy. He's such a pretty brindle. Beautiful brindle. Just like a tiger. Just like a tiger stripe. See, Preacher doesn't... Yeah, I see you. Yeah. Preacher doesn't like him leaning on me. He's jealous. Come on. Let's go. There's that leash that I dropped. Let's walk. Got Preacher, got Blondie, got Velocity, and good boy, Batista. One of the things that I did yesterday... No, ma'am, this is my Moses stick. No, ma'am, let go. One of the things that I did yesterday is I took the dogs and we just did laps. We just did laps around this pasture here. And I just was reminding them, you know, to recall, to come with me, to listen as a pack, as a unit. And it's been really fun. So I'm not gonna lie, like I wish I had like a ton of acres so that I could just go on long pack walks with my dogs and not even have to worry about running into another property line. Like that would just be the coolest thing. But for now, this is good. I like this. Yep. Peeing on each other's pee constantly. Looking at him, eyeballing him. Preacher's gonna go find where he peed. So they don't like each other. I'll just say that. They don't like each other. They're not cool with one another, but they're behaving themselves because they know they have to. So, you're a good boy, Batista. You did good. You did good. He's like, I'm a man around here. I'm a big man on campus. In case you didn't hear. Are you big man on campus? Are you big man on campus? Yeah. Yeah. You're your baby. I know, honey. I know. I feel sorry for you, but then I don't, because I know exactly what you would do if I didn't have that on you. Exactamundo, buddy. Velocity. Well, next time I'll bring out more dogs, and we'll slowly start acclimating him in. And maybe we can get to the point where he can be off muzzle or off without muzzle and just using an e-collar. I still think he'll always need something. It's possible. I hope he proves me wrong. I really do. I hope he gets to the point that he doesn't need anything at all. But knowing what I know, you know, I want to set reasonable expectations for what it's going to be like. So I think the most reasonable expectation would be that he's able to be out here without a muzzle and an e-collar in case he needs correction. And I may even do a situation where I don't have him out unless I've got a spotter, like somebody else to help me, so that if I've got something else going on between two other dogs, because one of the things that Batista will do, and a lot of my smarter dogs, is if they want to fight, which is so funny because it's exactly like prison inmates, if they want to get somebody, they'll create a distraction, or maybe not even create a distraction, although I would definitely say Batista will do that he'll grab a stick and run around and get everybody riled up. And then whenever Velocity or whoever gets riled up and wants to do something, he'll go in and try to get somebody else. What?
Looking at them.
Oh, okay. You want to help me put dogs up?
Yeah.
Okay. Come here, Blondie. Go. Good girl. Velocity. But Velocity, come here.
Velocity, come on.
Good girl. Go. Good girl. And so anyway, but that's exactly what they'll do is they will take advantage of distractions going on around them in the environment and use that as an opportunity to try to get over on another animal. Good boy, Preacher.
Preacher, come on, hurry. Good boy.
Yeah, get him inside, and then I'm gonna let this dog off his muzzle. Hold on. Hold on, boy. I need to get a GoPro for my car because, hold on. Because, good boy, hold on. Because sometimes we have some funny moments when we're driving together. So, there you go. You're free. You're free. Yeah. Hey, don't rub on me, bro. Yeah, you're a good boy. You're a good boy. Good boy. You're a good baby. You're always rubbing his face. Dude, you're too heavy for that, bro. No, you go. You go play. Pardon me. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. You did good. You did good. Good boy. No, get off me. Quit rubbing your eyeballs on me. Go on. You go. You be a bad dog somewhere else. So anyway, well, I hope you enjoyed our Batista time. And I look forward to having more time with him out with the pack, even if it is Hannibal Lecter style. So I hope you guys are having a good day, and I'll talk at you later. Bye.